Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know now, it is Bounty Hunter month, and with that, we have an amazing 3 times gold money and XP on both infamous and legendary bounties. So what I want to do today is just do a quick video to give you some tips on how to maximize your gold grind for this month and answer any questions that you might have. Let's get into it. Before we begin, let me just start off by saying that this is a video game and you should just be having fun playing it. If you don't want to keep track of timers or, grind for gold or do any of this stuff, then you should just play the game the way you like. And if you do want to get a little extra gold this month, just by focusing on bounties and doing them, no matter how long it takes you to turn them in, you're going to increase your gold and your money and your XP this month. So definitely have a good time with it. You should never do something that you think that you have to do or because somebody else is telling you to do it. Now, that being said, I want to go through a few tips for some people who do specifically want to focus on grinding the most amount of gold possible because you have a goal or you have something that you want to purchase. So first, let's just quickly talk about the different bounties that are available with the Bounty Hunter role. So there's 2 Bounty Hunter roles. There's the original Bounty Hunter, and then there's the prestigious Bounty Hunter, which adds on an extra 10 levels. With the original Bounty Hunter role, you gain access to all the normal bounties on the bounty board. And so these are the posters that have the 1 star, or the $1 sign, the $2 signs, and the $3 signs. And you also get access to the first set of legendary bounties, which is the very large list of legendary bounties. And then when you purchase the prestigious Bounty Hunter role, you also gain access to what are called infamous bounties. And these are the 3-part bounties found all the way on the right-hand poster. And they're 3 parts. They're available at every bounty board. Now, there is a cooldown. So if you do one part, it will go on cooldown for a little bit before you can do the next part. But that's okay because every single bounty board has infamous bounties, has a story, and they are, I think there's something like 13 bounty boards. So you will never run out of infamous bounties to do before the first ones you did come off cooldown. So you're good. You have plenty to do. It also adds on 3 more legendary bounties. These ones are much harder though, because at the higher levels, they are free aim. So that's something to keep in mind as well. As far as the bonuses this month, those regular bounty posters, the ones that have the dollar signs on them, are only paying out 2 times money and XP. And honestly, the money payout isn't that great anyway. Even at 2 times, it's still not fantastic. I would stay away from those this month because no matter whether you're going for gold or XP, the infamous bounties and legendary bounties are just going to be so much better with those 3-time rewards. Infamous bounties are going to be the easiest to complete. So if you're strictly concerned about gold, I would focus on those. You're never going to run out of bounty posters to do. You're always going to have access to those 3-time rewards because there's so many bounty boards around that by the time you get to, your 5th bounty board, the first one's already coming off cooldown. So you can definitely just ride around to different or fast travel to different posters to continue to do those infamous bounties. The other thing about infamous bounties is sometimes they take you into a solo lobby, but you're still kind of on the map and you have access to all of the areas. So one thing you can do is use the beginning part of the bounty to do some other activities to run the timer down a little bit. We're going to talk about that timer in just a minute. But like I said, if you're on a gold grind, infamous bounties back to back to back are going to be your best bet. Now, if you're capable of doing legendary bounties in 12 minutes, then throwing one of those in is going to be gravy because they do really have a good payout, especially with the 3-time rewards. I was earning like anywhere from $400 to $600 typically in a legendary, depending on if I got them alive, how long I was taking. The Owl Hoot, which I have playing here, is one of my favorite legendary bounties, but it does take a little bit longer. I think this one took me about 15 minutes to complete. So it's just something you want to keep in mind. Edda Doyle is going to be your easiest legendary bounty to do. And if you're grinding, you don't have to go AFK and wait 30 minutes. You can just do Edda and go the regular 12 minutes and get a fantastic payout. I'll link a video to how to complete Edda really easily. I'll link it in the description below so you can watch that if you've never seen the method before. It doesn't have 100% success rate. Some people do still struggle with getting that to work, but I do find it fairly consistent and it can be an easy way to do a legendary bounty and get those higher rewards. Okay, so let's talk about the timer and the gold payout. So for every activity in Red Dead across the board, whether it's bounties, stranger missions, story missions, blood money, it doesn't matter. If it has a gold payout, they all pay out exactly the same. And what that is at 3 minutes, you are going to earn 0.08 gold. And this is for a regular payout. At 6 minutes, you're going to earn 0.16 gold. At 9 minutes, you're going to earn 0.24 gold. And at 12 minutes, you're going to earn 0.32 gold. Now, up to that point, you can see every 3 minutes, you're increasing by 0.08 gold. Now, once you reach 12 minutes, it is going to go 3 more minutes to 15 minutes. But you're only going to earn an additional 0.04 gold at this point. So you're going to earn 0.36 gold total. And then after that, it switches from every 3 minutes to every 5 minutes. So your next payout isn't going to be until 20 minutes. And again, you're only going up 0.04. So you're going to go from 0.36 to 0.4. And then 25 minutes is going to be 0.44 gold. And then your highest payout 30 minutes is going to be 0.48 gold. Now, this month, you can take all those gold numbers. And if you're doing an infamous or a legendary bounty, you can multiply it by 3 to know what your payout is. But the reason why I bring this up is because if you are grinding for gold and you're playing and you're not going AFK, then 12 minutes is going to be your most efficient time on bounties to get the best payout for the time that you're doing. Because after 12 minutes, the amount of gold you're earning drops significantly, and also the time it takes to earn that gold is increasing significantly. It is more going to get you more gold if you turn in a bounty at 12 minutes and start another one up than if you go 30 minutes. It just is. Everybody's worked the numbers out. You can Google it. You can search it online. People have done the research. So if you're playing actively and you want to do bounty after bounty after bounty, 12 minutes is exactly what you want to shoot for. Now, the only thing about this is that the timer is an invisible timer when the bounty starts. It's not a timer that Rockstar gives you. So from the time you regain control of your character, you want to start a timer to know exactly how much time has passed. Now, for legendary bounties, this means you have to wait until the cutscene is over, like the intro is over. All of that has to be over. You have to have control of your character before that invisible timer starts. Now, I do find it helpful if you're grinding gold to start a timer, even if you're not going to do 12 minutes. And the reason for this is because you will know exactly how much time has passed and how much time you can spend at the beginning. So what I mean by that is when you start that timer, you could go do a couple things like do a daily that's in the area. Maybe it's like pick hummingbird sage or something like that. You could go grab a couple collectibles nearby. You could grab some herbs if you're low on those, or maybe do a little hunting. And so you can see when that timer starts, when you're about 3-4 minutes in, that's probably when you want to start heading toward the bounty at that point. There is such a thing as going too long, because you don't start with a timer in infamous bounties. If you take too long without going to it, eventually Rockstar is going to give you a timer, and it's going to be a very short timer for you to go accomplish what you need to accomplish. So you want to keep that in mind. You don't want to spend too much time at the beginning because you will end up running out of time. From there, once you have the bounty and you get back to either the jail or the bounty wagon to turn in the bounty, you can make a decision on whether or not it's a good idea to wait a little bit or if you want to turn in right away. For example, if you get back to the jail and you see on your clock, your timer, it's 8 minutes, 50 seconds. The next payout is at 9 minutes. It makes sense to wait that 10 seconds before you turn in the bounty. But maybe you don't want to wait. Maybe it's like 9 minutes, 15 seconds. And you're like, well, I don't want to wait till 12 minutes. I'm already back. I don't have anything else to do here. I just want to get into the next bounty. So that will just help you make better decisions when it comes to your fun level and just what you're doing and what area you're in, to know, again, should I wait a little bit? Am I going to get a higher payout if I wait 30 seconds? Or is it going to take 2.5 minutes before I reach that next payout so I can go ahead and turn it now? Now, one thing that I want to bring up is that some people are having a little bit of trouble with the 3 times payout. And if that's you, I'm really sorry that's happening. I'm not sure that there's a fix for it. I'm sure everybody at this point has done all the usual things like restart your game, restart your system if you're on console. You could try doing things like clearing the cache. That's what Rockstar would suggest. I'm not really sure that that would do anything. For me personally, I'm very consistently getting the 3 times payout on Infamous and Legendary bounties. There was one bounty board where I got a regular payout. It was the Infamous bounty down at Benedict, south of Tumbleweed, and it was the third part. And actually my favorite mission of all the Infamous bounties, because it takes you to Armadillo, and you get this really cool dust storm. So you really get a lot of what you would get from story with the elements, the weather elements that we don't get online. I absolutely love that one. Unfortunately, when I turned it in, I did just get a normal payout of 0.16 gold. So what I'd love is if you guys let us know in the comment section down below, are there certain boards that you're finding that you're not getting the triple payout? Is it just certain missions? Let us know so we can try to avoid those, because I know some people are really going to be trying to get their gold up this month. And while you're still getting a gold payout, it is a little disappointing when you turn in a bounty and you find that you're not getting that 3-time reward that you were expecting. I hope you found this video helpful and that it helped explain the timer and the gold payout that we're always talking about in the live streams. I think at the end of the day, just focus on Infamous bounties, Legendary bounties if you want to throw in something with a little bit more of a challenge and a little bit of a higher money payout. But at the end of the day, if you're grinding gold, those Infamous bounties are going to get you a lot of gold, no matter how much time that you're taking. If you want to maximize your time, you can start a timer and keep track of it. If you just want to do them and turn them in, you're still going to be getting a great payout. I was doing a bunch earlier at like 6 minutes, and you're still getting a fantastic gold payout at that because of the 3 times reward. So however you like to do it, if again, I said, you know, you want to do a little bit more of a gold grind, then the biggest tip I can give you is start a timer, take a couple minutes at the beginning of the bounty to do something that's going to either get you more gold or get you something that you need in the game. So whether that's doing some daily challenges, doing some collecting, picking herbs, hunting, something like that. Then go get the bounty. And when you get back to the board, if there's nothing to do around in that area, make a decision based off the time that it has taken you, whether or not it's worth it to wait a little bit to get to that next level of payout for gold. So again, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.